This guy just pulls right up to my campsite. It's just parks. Oh, rude. He was here this morning too, but he parked over there. Oh. People. My zoom, back up my zoom a little bit. I'm gonna take the bike, get some leg exercise in. Figured I'd go down there now. I wanted to go down there at night, see what I could find with my flashlight, but I'll probably get down there and all the yahoos will show up again. Oh, I'm glad I brought this bike with me. Get some leg exercise in. All the garbage everywhere. That's from them locals partying down here. Almost guarantee it. Just destroy our own hangout, our own property where we go to do stuff. Yeah, that's the way to do it. But let's go down here. I don't see no alligators. I could see the remnants of these guys partying down here last night though. 22 shell right there. That's what they were shooting. A little 22. That was a little handgun. Talk about a shell casing. All the garbage. They were burning a tire too. That's what all that wire is. More garbage. It's unbelievable how people destroy their own surroundings. This is pretty cool. I'd like to camp on that little island right there. Oh, the birds are up here too. You can get a little better view. Hear that owl in the background too. I need to find out what type of birds them are. I mean, there was 30 of them up there. Flying all over the place. It must be type of a vulture, I bet you. I thought most vultures had long necks though. There's a couple different breeds, but I thought they all had longer necks. A couple people had some unlucky days. There's about 10 lures in that tree from people casting to get them caught. Just seen a big fish over there jump up out of the water. I didn't record it. He jumped right up out of there. Oh, the sounds of nature. I wonder how many hits I'd get if I just set my camera down and recorded for 20 minutes. Just let it go. Yeah, those aren't baby hawks or baby eagles, that's for sure. One got pretty close. It had a red beard on it, or a red beak, not an orange one. It is a type of a hawk though. They're all up in that tree over there. Where they're fighting. Pretty down here. I don't think I'll see any alligators down here though. Too many people come down here. I'm also going to invest in a really nice rubber boat, inflatable boat with a motor, probably electric. Put some panels on it, on the boat. Make like a little canopy over the boat, put panels on top of it, so I can go up and down rivers like this. I like the water. I didn't turn my cameras on the RV when I left, so I was going to hang down here till dark. I'm not going to do that. Not paranoid, just cautious, especially after all the stuff that happened last night. This place must have been packed with cars. The parking lot is, it's not very big. Once again, garbage cans right there, and there's garbage everywhere. Unbelievable. Must be a pretty old boat landing. Oh, we got the rocks. The structure of the wall. Pretty cool. Must be really old, or that's just the way they do it in Florida. I'm talking quietly because there's people fishing down here and I don't want to disturb them. Hope you can hear me. Owls are starting to come out too. They're way down that way though. When I pulled in, they were pretty close to me. Bunch of fish down there jumping out of the water. You guys are fishing in the wrong spot. Yeah, my camp is down that way. Little red birdie over there. Definitely a gorgeous place. I'm really close to the water. There's an alligator tried jumping out at me. I'll throw the camera, that way everybody can see it. Yeah, I'm gonna head back. It'll be dark in about an hour. I wonder how old this is. This structure here. Probably pretty old. I mean, any other time they would use solid concrete. Gorgeous. Just can't believe all the garbage. Up north, if this happens too much, they close parks down. Unbelievable. Over there, there's garbage everywhere. Hi. Yeah, I figured I'd just show the sign. Christoff Landing. That's the name of the campsite I'm going to be at for a few days. That's how you make your reservation. They get this sun glare out of it. It's really easy to do. You just go on there, get on that website, and then there'll be a little search bar. Just type in there reserve campsite and set up an account. It's simple. You just put your email address in and create a password. There's the times. They're pretty lenient though. The last one I left, I didn't leave till 2. I was sitting there talking to the sheriff. He didn't care. But that's how you do it, and that's where I'm at. January 1st of 2025. New year begins. Just another day to me. Don't matter. Except for I gotta remember that when I write a check. A bad spot. You get a pretty big rig in here. You just gotta know what you're doing. I had to do a lot of turns to get in there, I'll tell you that. I already said that. They got an outhouse. There's a fire ring. And then a day use in the middle. Even to use the day use, you have to make reservations. All locked up. Sun's going down. It's about 4. I'm not getting any sun. My batteries are probably at 12.7, 12.6. It's gonna get cold again tonight. Burned up all my wood last night, most of it. I'm not sure if I want to go get some more, have another fire. Probably not. Guy's still parked in my campsite. What a guy. Didn't even say anything, just parked and left. I'm gonna go in, watch a movie or something. I'm not gonna have a fire. Maybe tomorrow. But the temperature's definitely dropping. I do not want to run my heater and I don't want to run my generator, but I think it's going to happen tonight. We run them both. Oh well. Good thing it's good on fuel. The dog never came back either. I called him New Year, if you didn't catch that part. These videos might roll into that anyway, who knows. I recorded a lot of that dog though. That's probably a 2 video upload. I wonder where he went. I'll walk back here before it gets dark. Well, I haven't filmed in a few days. Figured I'd throw one out. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. See, this is what's nice about having deployable panels. And you're in the woods. limited sun. There's sun, you just got to catch it. So every hour, 2 hours, I'm moving my panels around. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but my food is not thawing out. I still have a couple 100 watts I could throw out too, and another cable, but I don't know. I've been here 3 days, so it's working out pretty good. Even my starter battery panel is deployable. That way my starter battery is always charged. Works pretty good, but like I said, it's work. And it's fine with me. Some people wouldn't like doing this, but the 400 on my roof, the most that brings in is probably 5 amps, maybe an hour. And then it drops down to like 2.5 average all day. But this, I can pull in 8 on average. Average is probably 5. It's just enough to keep my batteries charged. But I tell you, it works. So if you guys having a problem getting solar, I mean, make yourself up some deployables. You can buy them too. Renogy has them. Blue Tea has them. Bouge RV has them. You can just buy them. They're lighter. These are Renogy panels that I just threw together. I had them, and I didn't want to put them on my roof. So that's what I use as my deployable. They actually fold. They fold in half. I got hinges in there, like I had showed in my previous videos. But after the first night, I got up in the morning about 5 before the sun came out, and I watched how the sun came and the shadowing that it made. So this panel here will be over here, I don't know, in about an hour. I got enough cable stretched. There is a little bit of line loss, but I've mentioned this before, when you get solar cable and you want to buy spare or have it, get no less than 8 gauge. Okay, don't get 10, don't get 12, get less than 8. Because if you build a setup like this, there's a leaf coming down, you'll get less line loss with thicker wire. So I always go with 8. I don't get 6, I don't get 10, I get 8 gauge. I stick with it. It's kind of expensive, but keeps your food frozen. I can get sun throughout the day. There's gap there. This big giant tree here, which is absolutely gorgeous. It's a beautiful tree. Biggest tree I've seen in Florida yet. But throughout the day, I'll get sun. And then about 3:30, it's behind them trees. So I end up running my generator every night for a few hours just before I go to bed because it gets cold. And I need to run my heater. So tomorrow I'm going to go on a supply run. The basics. I've been up here 2 months, so my meat, I'm running out of meat. I gotta go get meat, bread, milk, probably fill my propane up. That's about it. Let's walk back here and see if we can find an alligator in the morning. Not a bad campground though. I know in previous videos, and the other night I was up on New Year's. I think that was just because of New Year's. All the local kids went down there and they were partying, because last few nights it's been really quiet. Every once in a while I'll get a car that comes down. Not here, it just drives on the road. So they were just having a New Year's party. It's Saturday. So I'll let you know if I hear anything tonight. But last night was Friday night and there wasn't anybody down there making noise. So must have been a New Year's thing. I guess that's better than sitting at a bar all night, right? Go out in the woods, hang out. It's safer. That's for sure. Well, I wish they wouldn't litter though. Destroy their own town. Yeah, I wanted to show my setup here, why you should get deployable. See, that one's getting a little bit of shadowing. So I'll move it over. Move it over a little bit. Like I said, in another hour, I'm going to take that. That'll be on the other side of that tree. Works pretty good. Works really good, actually. Yeah, and as you can see, I'm still in Florida. I did not take that job in Texas that I had mentioned in my Christmas video. Probably should have, but I didn't want to be tied down for 90 days. And if I was to sign a contract, I'll fulfill my contracts, you know. The guy just wanted his cattle watched over and stuff like that in case something happens, you know. His equipment. That's all he wanted me to do for 90 days, which was decent money. Fuel, tanks emptied. But I was going to do that cheaper than what anybody else wanted to do it for. Quite a bit cheaper. I mean, still good money, but quite a bit cheaper. I didn't take it. I'm going to regret it. I know that. I should have took it. Yeah. Oh well. Something else will come up. But I called him. He was understandable. He said he had a couple other guys that were interested in the job too. So, and he told me next year if you want to stay for the entire winter, give me a call. I may do that. If I get up there in November, right after the next job that I'm going to do, a different beet harvest at a different state, if I hit that up and then go right down to Texas and do the ranch hand for 3 months, I'd be out of there by January, you know? That wouldn't be bad at all. I would do that. Not much going on. As you can tell, everything's closed down during the winter months. You know, all these people that leave the north and come down south, they just go to a campground and sit there. I don't want to do that. I want to see stuff. I want to explore. I would have done a lot more exploring in this video, guys, but it's the fuel. So that's why I hang out at a place for a week. Hopefully there's something I can see or explore, but not really, but it's working. So once I get things rolling, get that box truck built, get a couple seasonal jobs lined up, I'm going to be doing a lot of exploring, guys. I have a list of a lot of stuff that's nobody else does on YouTube. I'm kind of into history.